We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, big hole left side. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. A dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Now 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, run!
Slot receiver, headed right. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive. And this one's good for 24 yards.
11. Take right open. 13, Luke.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Red on red. Sink right.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. is in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Woo. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
All right.
They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud. Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Hey, south. Hey!
Dell motioning over.
Look the hot.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Jaguars are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, Lion!
A first down throw for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
First down, Jaguars.
Decent 24. Here we go.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rams, 23. Take right open.
Now Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
No way, you're kidding me.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
All right.
On play action, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A throw left side finds down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
All right.
Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, south.
In motion now, it's Collins. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter.
Here we go. We speed left. 12.
They'll go with the option here to the short side.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He is in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. They'll go play action with Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 25.
South. Good.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Take Dell. Touchdown, Texans.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Now here's Lawrence. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Etienne. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3.
Red on red.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Once again, it's Etienne. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On the draw, they give to Etienne. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
All right.
To throw is Stroud. Now he takes off.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
All right.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Throwing is Stroud. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1.
Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. South. Hey.
To throw, it's Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
30 left. Hey, kill.
They send him right out of the slot. On 1st down, Lawrence. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Go. These are 24. 11, Agate.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy. So if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw. And That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
23.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the left side, he's got Njoku. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
11 Agate.
A first down throw for Lawrence. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Let's go. 13, Lou.
In motion comes Thomas. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
11. Same frame. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Now he will score. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Go. Hey, uno. Why, Tony. Hey.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Nike taxi.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And caught, left side, it's complete. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Hey.
Stroud to throw here on first down. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he's into the end zone. Take Dell. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Look to hot, look to hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds. So and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Red on red.
Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Think right. Go, let's go. 11.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Hey, Jupiter.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, kill.
Slot man in motion right. they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Here's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence now. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Danielle Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
1st and 10.
On red. Here we go.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Etienne is able to move the chains, and when you look at what he can do both in the run game and the passing game, you can see why the Jaguars invested a 1st-round pick in him just a few years ago. Over 1,000 rushing yards each of the last 2 seasons, but it's really the total scrimmage yards that really makes him stand out.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They go play action for Lawrence. Now, a deep shot for Allen, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Robin. White Tony. On the quick, right?
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A second down throw for Stroud. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
3rd and 6. Now Stroud. That one underneath him to Mixon. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. On the tight end screen, it's Schultz. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Red 23. Take right open. 11 Agate. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick 1st down.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course. But there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Hey, run. Take right open.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Etienne. He's got space inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Etienne. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
13, Luke.
They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, I like the idea of airing it out there on 3rd down. You're trying to move this ball even into closer, more manageable field goal distance. But after that incomplete, now brings up 4th down. I think you have no choice but to settle for 3 here and see if it's enough to leave here with a win. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. They'll go play action with Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Stroud to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Nike taxi. Look to hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Hey, lion.
Now a handoff. Etienne. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Hey, 11.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he's inside the 10. pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Great job.
To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Texans 38. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
South. Ow, tonight. Hey, south. Tonight.
On play action, Stroud. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.